Welcome to another edition of Smart Chat here on YouTube.com. Been away for a couple of days, a little recharging of the batteries, a lot of news to get to, and thank you for watching, thank you for liking this video. And I want to give you my thoughts on TNA's Lockdown from Sunday. First things, pros to take away from the pay-per-view. Wrestle 1 TNA match was a perfect opening match and set the tone in the right direction. Great to see Bad Influence on the card, and we got what we wanted out of Muta. I agree, Samuel Shaw is doing an amazing job with his character, and the crowd is reacting perfectly. I made another video about Sam Shaw a couple of videos before this. Told you how in love I am with the character. Say what you want about Anderson, but the crowd is totally behind him. And although the match ended with ridiculous ref bump, it extends their feud with one another. The X Division is back in TNA with Sanda as champion, and after watching a thing of beauty between a fresh off the shelf Manic and a new recruit in Uno, I am confident in believing that the X Division will be featured more in Impact and hopefully be pushed with more focus. Gunner vs. Storm was picture perfect. Although there was no blood, there was still stiff, hard-hitting brutality. The right man won, and hopefully we will see a push for Gunner in the future. I also love the way Storm completely changed his persona and now can truly be considered one of the bigger heels moving forward in TNA. His gimmick was stale, and now his moves should revitalize his character. Knockouts greater than the WWE Divas. Not much could be said in disagreement with that. Holy crap, Gail Kim, without a doubt, will be in the TNA Hall of Fame one day. She's one tough chick and wrestled a very physical match with Madison Rayne, who can also bring it, by the way. I love how TNA is also bringing back their emphasis in the knockouts. Despite having the same feud to work with, it always seems fresh and intriguing. No more Dixie. Hopefully now with the win at Lethal Lockdown, Dixie will be off camera, more focus will be placed on other wrestlers that need it. Bully versus Rude. My thoughts. Who in the world wouldn't want to see this feud? I've got all of the faith in the world Bully, and I'm not worried one bit about him turning the slightest bit face. Willow is the new Hardy. Although Rick is not a fan, although I'm not a fan of the character, I love it in a sense as well. Just like Storm was stale without his cowboy, gimmick, as I'm trying to read this too fast, my thoughts here. Hardy seems to be that to me as well. Hardy, and with the fact that Hardy was advertised and Willow instead showed up, I hope they don't even mention it and just let the whole experiment go with the flow. I love the overselling he did last night and ridiculously high flying moves he made as well. Cons to take away from the pay-per-view. What the heck? Why did Abyss just ruin Joe's opportunity to win the heavyweight championship? In the words of Miz, really? That was completely absurd. However, hopefully we'll continue to see the Joe Magnus feud evolve and intensify, and a proper payoff within the next month or so. I don't want to see a title change at a taping 3 weeks in advance, and don't want to wait until Slammiversary. Although that would be a tribute to the slow build. Please, TNA, don't put Joe in a feud with Abyss. Lastly, Bobby Lashley returned. Been there, done that. We've seen this trick once before, and unless he's willing to stay and actually appear on a regular basis and do house shows, I'm going to place him in the Rampage / King Mo / Tito boat. Admit it, I jumped in shock initially, but then reality set in, and I was ticked that they didn't bring back someone like AJ Styles. Man, would that have been amazing. Just some of my thoughts on the latest TNA pay-per-view. What are your thoughts? What are your pros and cons? Until next time. Later.